You don't just want to do well. You need to do it perfectly or it feels like a failure. Not because you're ambitious, but because anything less than perfect feels dangerous, unacceptable. Like you'll be punished, you're abandoned, exposed. This isn't discipline. This isn't high standards. This is perfectionism as probably trauma response, and it's not your fault. So why perfectionism is actually a survival wiring? If you grew up in an environment where love was conditional on grades, behavior, silence, achievements, that's the way. Mistakes were met with rage, withdrawal, on shame. Your worth was tied to performance, not to presence. Your nervous system learned, if I'm not perfect, I'm not safe. Perfectionism wasn't a choice. It was your shield, your survival strategy, your way of staying loved, staying wanted, staying alive. Now, how does it work neurologically? Perfectionism with a neurological explanation. Your amygdala, the brain's threat detector, got trained to treat imperfection as danger. A missed deadline, not just stress, survival threat. A typo in an email, not oversight, proof you're a fraud. Your prefrontal cortex, the rational calm part, gets hijacked. Logic doesn't soothe you, because this isn't about logic, it's about memory. It's about your body remembering what happened the last time you weren't enough, you weren't perfect. So here's the 3 signs your perfectionism is trauma-based, not personality. Mistakes feel catastrophic, not inconvenient. You don't just feel bad about an error, you feel exposed, like your value just evaporated. Like someone's about to find out you're a fraud and leave, fire you, reject you. That's not ego, that's trauma echo. You can't enjoy success because you're already bracing for the next failure. You hit the goal, you get the praise, and instead of relief, you feel dread. What if I can't do it again? What if they expect more? What if I slip up next time? Success doesn't feel like victory, it feels like a ticking clock. 3. You punish yourself harder than anyone else ever could. That's actually my story kinda, but... Missed a workout? Lazy. Forgot a task? Incompetent. Spoke up too much? Annoying. You're not holding yourself accountable. You're reenacting the criticism you internalized, often from caregivers, teachers, or systems that demanded perfection to grant you safety. Perfectionism isn't your identity, it's your armor. And armor is heavy, it exhausts you, it isolates you. It probably makes your life worse. Not all the time perfectionism is a problem, but if it's pathological, it is a problem. And your goal is to see, is my perfectionism giving me more, or without perfectionism I would be more? Perfectionism keeps you from being seen, because if they see the real you, they'll see the flaws and leave. But here's the truth, your nervous system hasn't accepted yet. You are not your performance. You are not your output. You were worthy long before you started perfecting. What your perfectionism is really screaming. If I control everything, I won't be abandoned. If I never mess up, I'll finally be loved. If I'm flawless, no one can hurt me. It's not vanity, it's vulnerability disguised as control. And healing doesn't start with lowering your standards, it starts with whispering to that terrified part of you, you don't have to be perfect to be safe anymore. I am here, I won't abandon you, even if you fail. Even if you rest, even if you're messy, you're still worthy. You always were. Perfectionism didn't choose you. your trauma did. And now you get to choose what comes next. Not by trying harder, but by finally, gently letting it go. You're not broken for being this way. You're allowed to be human, not perfect. Starting now. For example, if I was too much of a perfectionist, you wouldn't see this video because look, check out my accent. It's not so great, not so perfect. So yeah, good luck.